Sculla's just an incredible bloke. Never actually told him this, but I used to have a signed shirt by him hanging on my wall. Such a rugby nose when I was growing up. So for me, when he first signed, obviously I was absolutely buzzing, and genuinely it's been like a massive honour for me to be playing with him on the field. The difference from the competitor that he is on the field to how chilled he is off it is actually remarkable. For someone who has done so much, a World Cup winner, World Player of the Year, all the rest of it, you'd never know that about him if you were just sat with him. If he was here now, all he wants to do is chill and have a beer and mostly just have beers really.
Yeah, I think when Schalk first joined, I think we all knew what a fantastic rugby player is, the style in which he plays, the manner in which he plays. But I guess what you don't really know is what a great man you were getting. I think we all can speak volumes in terms of what a great bloke he's been to have at the club. Humility and understanding of what ticks in big games, but then also the empathy to guide a few of the younger faces through the ranks and help them develop into the players they are today.
He gave time that he didn't necessarily have to give, especially on those weeks that he's playing. He's given us and the young back rows advice and his perspective on the game, and even stuff off pitch, spending a lot of time with us, coming out for beers and coffees and just enjoying each other's company. And he's been one of the most approachable professionals I've probably met and worked with. I don't think you get many opportunities where you get to talk to an 80-odd cap Springbok on a daily basis and feed off some of his experiences, whether that be in Super Rugby in Japan or playing international rugby. So I guess from that perspective it's invaluable, and he's been hugely helpful, and I'm very grateful for that.
He brought an unbelievable amount of experience, and as a rugby player he's someone that I've always watched and admired. So for him to come to the club was exciting, and then for him to get here and see how good a bloke he was even better. And it's been a privilege to get to know him, a privilege to sit there and chat, whether it be at the club when he's not doing his weights, or anywhere, whether it be over a beer or anything. It's been really good to get to know him.
He was a player that I looked up to when I was playing, and I've been a coach for 10 years. It's nothing short of why he's such a legend that he's managed to stay as long in the game, at the level that he's maintained in the game at. He is, despite his lack of blonde locks that he used to have, the proverbial Peter Pan, the Dorian Gray of the rugby world, and it'll be the worst for not having him in it.
Despite being the lovely guy he is, when he crossed onto a rugby pitch, it was about putting Saracens in the best place to win a game, and you saw in terms of the ferociousness that he attacks the game, but also the impact he had with the players around him in terms of a soft word here or an emotive message there. I think both as a person who had the experience, but then also fed that off on the players around him.
He has an aura about him naturally, and he gives people around him a huge amount of confidence. He's got a great way with people. I think that's probably the best asset that I can say about him. He's a massive competitor. He leads from the front, but then when he talks, he speaks with clarity. He speaks with, wisdom really. And he's been fantastic for the club, and it's been amazing for me to learn off a player of his calibre.
We've had players who have been considered to be legends in their own career, like Tane Randall and Thomas Castaner and Chris Jack, and all these guys. None of them added as much as what Sculla's added. He's added not just through his knowledge and his skill set, but also through his just enthusiasm. There's that kind of philosophy which I adhere to, I think most of our boys do, that every time you meet someone that you like or you're inspired by or that you have an affiliation towards, you try and take a little bit of their personality for yourself. They leave the stamp on you hopefully as much as you do on them, and certainly Sculla's left an impression with everyone here that will transcend his career here and his time that he spent here. Like I said, we've been lucky to have him, and the game's going to be worse off without him.